What's up? This is Dan.
This is Jeff.
We're here talking about brain surgery.
Totally making sense.
Hello, I'm Dan.
I'm Jeff.
All right, so I'm 46, and I started having grand mal seizures at 39. And in 2014, I was diagnosed with complex partial seizures, localization-related epilepsy.
Mm-hmm. I'm 42 at this point. I had a couple of isolated incidents. One in my teens, one in my late 20s.
Okay.
I got diagnosed in my early 30s with the partials, and then they started to become complex, and then tonic-clonics in my early mid 30s and more so into my later years.
So yours evolved.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, yeah. So my last seizure was 3 weeks ago from this recording, from the EEG. What they call it, the EEG, where they monitor you for 7 days and
Yeah.
record your brain. And the one before that was Easter, and that was a natural one. So those are my last two. Now the EEG is the first of, I think, 6 tests altogether before the actual surgery.
Yeah, and it depends on context, but yeah, there's a lot of tests they do.
Yeah, so the next one for me, July 6th, is the PET scan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then the last one altogether is July 15th, which is the functional MRI,
Yeah.
where they say they want to see what side of the brain language comes from.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which I don't even know what that means, but that's pretty interesting.
Very relevant for mine as well.
Okay, all right. Now this is where he comes in. Now I had him on my way to possible brain surgery. This man has made it through.
Through 2 times around.
Wow, all right, so, okay, wow. You can imagine. Jesus. So, did you hesitate? So you go through it, the doctor says, brain surgery, brain surgery. Did you hesitate?
Yeah, it was put on the table for at least 4 or 5 years before I went down my first journey with it.
Okay.
It was the consideration along with the potential side effects, and for a while I wanted to try some different meds before going down the journey that you don't get to turn back on.
And now, okay, so was there a lot of rounds of med changes?
Yeah, from a doctor point of view, probably more than necessary.
Okay.
I tried like 9 different medications that are targeted toward focal seizures.
Yeah, okay. That's
Mhm.
interesting. Because they said, after the 3rd one, like any clinical scientist, they weren't going to bother 4th, 5th, and 6th because they consider those all a failure or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I didn't gradually go up on yours. I started out hard.
Yep.
So, all right. So yours gradual,
Yeah.
4 or 5 years. Now, in those 4 or 5 years, did they keep saying you should have it? And you're like, nah, not yet, not yet.
Yeah, they kept giving me both. I think trying to be scientific and obvious. Like, maybe the next med will work. Maybe there's a 15-20% chance.
Yeah.
Most likely it won't.
Okay.
And I know from the beginning of the first surgery, it was kind of 60-70% chance the seizures result in, or the surgery results in seizures going away.
Okay.
Another 20-30% chance they get a lot better. And always that terrible 5 or 10% chance that it doesn't get any better or it gets worse.
Yeah. So was that? See, my biggest fear is like just him sneezing. Like everything's going great, and he just sneezes, cuts the wrong thing, and then that's it. I can't use my arms or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any of those kind of fears? Like surgery as a whole? Did you ever have any kind of operation before that?
I mean, I've had a lot of joint operations
Oh, you
over
did?
the years. I've done a lot of athletics, so I've had shoulders and knees
Okay.
and hips done, but it still doesn't give you much to prepare for brain surgery.
But you're not afraid of surgery. See, I haven't